Hello, good afternoon, traders. This is Baja Pips. Today is Monday, October 23rd, 2023, 12:51 p.m. Eastern China Time. And today I'm going to be doing my weekly technical breakdown on Forex and the stock market, and also going to take a look at some cryptocurrency. So bear with me for about 20 to 30 minutes as I go over the entire market structure and break it down from top down. So I'll be looking at the news first, and then I'm going to go into the technicals. And if I see a trade set up, I'll let y'all know in real time. So here we are on the Forex Factory calendar. And my first thing that I do on a Monday morning, other than my off chart routine, is I am going to take a look at the news. Now, I use multiple news resources just because certain calendars might have some news that is left out by another calendar. That's just the way they do it sometimes. So, to avoid any nuances, I'm going to take a look at two calendars here. The first one is the Forex Factory, and I just want to see if there's anything going on for the next couple of days. Usually have like a 2 to 3 day outlook. So here we are looking at today. It's a New Zealand bank holiday. Nothing in the Eurozone, nothing in the US dollars. So for day trading, I can definitely day trade today. But for NZD, I might take a cautionary uh, step approach on that one, just because anything with NZD, it might be chopping around because of the bank holiday. See, Tuesday, tomorrow, high impact GBP shouldn't affect me unless I'm day trading that during that time. I'm usually just looking for CPI, non-farm or interest rates, and sometimes central bank meetings. Those are the main things that cause black swan events in the market, which may um, make it a very, very difficult time to trade. So I just avoid those times. CPI for Australian dollar, not a big deal for day trading, but it might play a role on Wednesday. I'm going to check back on this midweek. And yeah, midweek we have some news, monetary policy for Euro, BOC interest rates for Canada, if I'm trading a Canadian pair. Other than that, should be fine. So giving y'all that little heads up, we have a weekly outlook, and I'm going to take a look at my next calendar right now. Here I have my MyFX calendar. Once again, it's Monday. Just want to see if there's anything left out. As you can see, there's already different types of news events on this calendar than you just seen on the Forex Factory. So just going to do the same thing, go over, see if there's any high impact news. None today that I have to be concerned about. Let's check out on Tuesday. Unemployment rate, like I said, nothing crazy, nothing that I have to be on high alert for. And that's awesome. Let's take a look, scroll down. Yeah, pretty much the same news, just has a little bit more low impact. So let's get to the charts. Here I am on the charts. Got my MT5 opened up. I'm going to take a look from left to right. I'm going to check the market watch, and then I'm going to get into the charts. Right now, you see two charts right now. I'm going to take a look at LVMH. This is the first thing I want to look at. Louis Vuitton, Moet Hennessy. I've been looking at the stock for the past couple of months, but haven't really found any great opportunity as we are currently in what looks to be a bear market. So this pair has been dropping off a cliff ever since midsummer. I did go over this pair several videos ago back in July. I was explaining that if we did break the support of 811, then we were going to more than likely see a decline until further notice. And that's exactly what we're seeing now, is that price just kept on dropping. If you like shorting stocks, hey, this is a great opportunity to look for some sales. But I buy stocks primarily because stocks do have a history of going up more than they do go down. And I have a higher probability in my stock swing trades when I long them. But not saying that shorts are wrong, but take a look at the past, 3 year, 4 year bias. It's been bullish. So sometimes it does have these major declines, such as December 2021. As you can see in the middle of the chart right here, there was a fair rally to the downside of about, see that right there? And it's pretty much experiencing something similar. Doesn't mean that it's going to crash. It just means that it's going through a heavy drop right now. And this phase, I don't want to trade because let's take a look at what happened last time that happened. It dropped in April 2000, June of 2022, and then it just went up. So kind of paused on the side and it just exploded up. So this type of pair, I don't want to short it. Long story short, that's it. I day trade this pair, and I do that alongside with Euro USD, which is why you saw my split screen like this, because I was day trading, and I'm going to do that later on. It's a highly liquid pair as well, so I like to day trade this on the side of my Forex pairs because I trade a London session. If it was a US session, I would not be day trading this. I'll be day trading a US based stock alongside this Euro. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. And hey, Bitcoin is actually starting to rise looking at the daily chart. For those of you crypto holders, I did mention this in my previous weekly technical breakdown. I said that if Bitcoin were to see, I broke this exact chart down. I'm going to show y'all right now. I think it was on 4-hour chart I was looking at the time. I broke this down on the weekly technical breakdown, and pretty much I did say Bitcoin was to break 28,000. We were going to see a rise higher, and we are currently at the yearly highs, if y'all can see. So this is a great time for crypto because, when times of war, panic, any type of geopolitical agenda, violence in the world, terrorism, anything that I don't want to trigger any of these YouTube flags. So I don't want to speak too much on politics and stuff on my video, but anytime there is like a major event that triggers fear and panic in the world, crypto rises. Why else would crypto rise? If the world was doing great, economies were doing great, their dollars and currencies in the countries were doing great, why would people need crypto? Crypto is a last resort, a reserve currency, and people use it like gold, and they like to put capital in it. So right now, I'm going to look for the break of 31,882, about 32,000. If we could break 32,000, more than likely we will start to see yearly highs. It's coming in at the end of the year, I know, but more than likely we will start to see yearly highs. Right now, we are still in a long-term range, so I would be very careful if you're trying to trade this pair still. I'm going to actually just go to my insert tools real quick, objects, and should be under shapes. Just a moment while I look for it. Here we go. Object shapes, rectangle. I'm going to highlight this. Bad, y'all. I'm going to highlight this longer term range that we are currently in. And yeah, you can make up your mind. This is just something that I am just being very aware of, is that we are currently in a long-term yearly range. It's been bouncing from these highs. It's done that a couple times already. It did it in April. It also did it in June, July. And right now, it doesn't guarantee that we're going to break higher, but we could have a false breakout of 32,000 and go back into the yearly range. Or we can have an explosive move past 32,000. I personally would like to see 34,000 hit, and then I may be looking to deploy capital and look for some longs. If we are staying under 32,000, or if we just break above 32,000 and start to drift off to the side, I'm not going to trade this because it could be another bull trap. And that's it for Bitcoin. US 30, those of y'all that like to trade US 30, I'm going to break this down as well. As you can see, I'm using a different broker than my previous videos, so I have different type of pairs. Now let's take a look at US 30. In US 30, I can definitely take a look at this right now. On the daily chart, I like to trade these types of pairs off of daily. I look at the 4-hour Forex pairs, but I look at the daily for everything else. And yeah, US 30, we are on a drop. I am not interested in buying this right now. Many reasons, but one of my reasons is that I do not have the proper setup to go long on US 30. I follow my plan, and if my plan shows that there's no ideal setup to go long on US 30, I'm not gonna go long. As y'all can see, just like LVMH, I'm not interested in this unless there is a possible rally. Now let's take a look at another pair. Here's where it's going to get interesting. I'm going to look on my box over here. Let's take a look at Tesla. I'm going to also open. I just want to do a few different ones in front of y'all. These are what I have available. Tesla. I don't really like to mix tech stocks with tech stocks. I like to do a little diverse. So I might have Tesla, have Nvidia, Bank of America. This has been dropping for a while. Maybe we have a drop to the upside. Well, all these are tech stocks, so not really too interested. Here's Ferrari. I might check that one on out. And then there's Pfizer. So this is medical. So once again, I can just break these down very fast. I'm not going to rush it, but I'm not interested in selling this, but it is on a bear drop. I mean, after the the virus and stuff. I don't want to say the word on this because it's going to trigger a flag, but y'all can see literally in 2 years this thing crashed. It had its peak and it went straight down. So those of y'all that thought you can outsmart the market and oh yeah, the world's going to go in panic forever and we're always going to wear a mask. Well, look at what's happening. It's false. It was a fraud. Everyone knows now. I knew, but hey, no one wanted to listen to me at those times. But hey, now y'all can see for yourself. Not saying I told you so, but I mean I already knew this whole thing was a scam, and y'all got finessed if y'all follow this. But hey, you can see it on the charts too. I would not buy this. I would definitely not buy this. This is at 3-year lows. What happened to this company? Pfizer just dropped. I mean, there's a lot of claims, there's a lot of lawsuits going against them, and hey, people want their money back. A lot of families lost their lives. So, hey, Pfizer, peace. All right. Let's check out race. This is Ferrari. Ferrari, we've been kind of in between. We've been chopping up and down, and I don't really like this. I don't like the way the candles look on this. I don't like the way the price movement is on this. This is why I don't really pull this up. Ferrari is not time for me to deploy capital, so I'm going to sit on my hands. Bank of America, same. Take a look at the daily. Like I said, I just want to have a different type of stock so y'all can see that I can read this. And if I read all tech stocks at once, all you're going to see is tech stocks. But if I do break it down like this, then you're going to be able to see, you can see some tech stocks, you can see some automotives, you can see some medical stocks, and you can see how everything kind of correlates with the way I trade. I do this every week, every Monday. If I do find something interesting, I'll add it to my watch list. And if I find something worth trading in front of you, I would put it on my immediate watch list. So I have a couple watch lists, but Bank of America, nothing. Nvidia, all right, this is the tech stock. This one is dropping. You can see that it's falling. So I'm going to leave this one alone. All right, so Nvidia, nothing. Once again, it's not interest. I'm not interested in this type of setup. So I'm gonna leave the U.S. stocks alone. Check anything you can see on the right side. They're all on a decline as well. AT&T had a slight rise. So let me take a look at this. This one daily. Nope, not interested in AT&T neither. It's in a range since July. It's just been bouncing around side to side. It looks like it needs to break $16. And then we also have 1655 to be taken out before any potential longs. I'm not going to deploy capital on this one either. So that's it for there. Now let's take a look at French stocks or European. I could already take a look on the right. I can see that they're all on a decline. Stocks are not doing well this week. And that just pretty much sums it up. I'm not going to waste too much time. Let's take a look at some indexes. US 2000, US oil, everything is dropping, but there are a few indices that are actually doing well. I want to look at the FTSE. So where's the UK 100? UK 100 is right here. So let's take a look at the FTSE real quick. Oh no, this is horrible right now. And no, this is really bad. So once again, I'm not putting money into this. If you had the option to put your money into something, why would you do this one? I mean, it's not going anywhere. It's bouncing around, like just chopping around since June, since May. And this is a very ugly trade. So I'm not gonna look at that. I'm not interested. Most of the markets are dropping except for crypto. Crypto is usually is pretty much the main one right now. You can look at Dogecoin, whatever you want to call it. This has been going up on the hourly. Let's take a look at the daily though. It's still kind of not favorable. I need to see highs of 0.69 10 taken out, and then maybe I'll look for some longs depending on the pullback and the price action at the time. Um, Neo, I don't know what this is. This is just popped up on my broker. It might have been a new pair recently added, or it might just been around. Looks pretty current, but yeah, crypto also they all do pretty much very similar. They kind of mirror each other in Bitcoin, so that's why I don't waste my time looking at 10 multiple pairs in the same sector. I picked the best one I could find, the one with the most liquidity, because to me I see the same thing if I'm looking at cryptos. Unless there's one that's really outperforming the rest, then it'll be on my radar. But for the most part, I'm sitting on my hands. I'm not going to deploy capital as of right now. These are futures right here. Let's take a look at coffee. I haven't drank coffee in a few weeks. Uh, Everything's in the range, even futures markets. So yeah, I mean, y'all see everything that I just did. I want to take a look at Forex. These are exotics. Before I go, let's take a look at a couple Forex pairs. Let's take a look at GU. I don't worry about buying and selling Forex though. So this is range bound GU. I don't want to touch it. USD These are majors, by the way. USD Let's see if I see a setup. Nope, don't see anything favorable. I don't like it. Let's take a look at USD CAD because we will be having. Well, let's go back to USD as well because my chart just adjusted. Still nothing. I'm not interested in this. We could possibly go down, but right now price pretty much chopped out, and I would need to see these lows taken out before this video on the 4 hour for me to look for a short or DP. 0.89345. It has not been taken out, so and we're at lows, yearly lows, as you can see, September 11th. Sorry, it's not yearly lows. My apologies, monthly lows. September 11th, and yeah, we're just resting on those lows. I would like to see these buyers taken out right around 0.88847. If there's a bunch of buyers down here, by the way, their stops are all down here. For those greedy buyers that didn't want to take profit or use their trailing stop, trust me, a lot of people do not use trailing stops in trading. They think it's going to go for the moon, or they think it's going to go for an impossible to reach target. And so there are a lot of people holding buys, and then there's also people holding buys that try to trade the bounce that also have wide stop losses or don't even have one. That's why I say, whenever I see an area that's about to get hit, I'm like, this is a magnet level, and there's some stops down here. It may not be everyone's stops, but there's a ton of stops right there. Or there's people that are overcapitalized, over marginalized, and they are about to get a margin call by the broker. And yeah, there's a lot of reasons why these psychological zones are possibly going to get hit. I may make a video on this later at a later date, but I'll update y'all in my website. Let's go on to the next one. AUD looks like they have some high impact news this week. Nothing. I don't like it. Take a look at AUD NZD. I'm not rushing, I promise y'all. This is if I really don't see a favorable setup, I'm not going to waste time analyzing it. It's just that fast. Years and years of experience. I know what I'm doing, and I like what I do. So, see something, I'll be honest. I'll tell y'all. This one looks like a possible TC to downside, but we just had a whipsaw 8 hours ago. Y'all can see right here. 4 hours, 8 hours ago, right here on the open 23rd. So today, pretty much, we had a drop. This would have been an entry, and that is currently in jeopardy. So I don't want to trade this because it just does not look favorable to me. The 4 hour candle was not great, and you know, it just wasn't even my time to look at the market. So I would have been coming in within the last 4 hour bar or right now. And as we can see, uh, the day started and I don't see anything. It just looked like it's going sideways. So leave this one alone. And honestly, I'm trying to find something, y'all. And I can already see on my radar on the percentage gain or loss. Everything is just kind of chopping around. And this is Monday. So yeah, it's not looking so good. I'm gonna look at a couple more. GA, this is the highly liquid pair. Uh, Nothing chopping around. Wow, nothing is favorable, and that's just what it is right now. I'm not gonna force anything. Let's see if I see a high mover. AUD This looks like the highest mover right now. And CAD Let's just see. Once again, similar to earlier, this one had potential to drop, and it just not favorable. Nothing that I would touch. So I looked at some majors. I looked at some minors. I looked at indices. Let's look at oil, just so I can tell y'all. In within 30 minutes, I broke everything down, all the markets. Oil, nope, we're in a decline past several days, and I'm not interested in a buy because the pullback is too deep. And looks like we recently tested 90.480 highs, which was right around the beginning of the month, and price rejected. So I would not want to buy into these highs. I would need to see new highs taken out, new monthly highs taken out, and a pullback, and maybe I'll take continuation up to 94.8. But that's for the oil. Natural gas, I'm not looking at any of these. Silver, gold, I didn't break down none of these yet. So let's take a look at this one right here. Gold spot, US dollar. Those of you that want to trade gold, let's take a look at this. This is very interesting. Gold had a nice breakout, but I'm going to show y'all what I'm concerned about right here on 12 o'clock and the next 4 hour bar. Looks like we had a nice TC breakout and price failed. And now we have a potential TC breakout back north right now. So if I can find a setup on the 5-minute chart, this may actually be something that I'm interested in trading. Let's take a look at the 5 and check the day. There's some conflict. There's some conflict. And price has been chopping sideways, and I don't want to be the guy to buy it and then hope that it breaks out. On a 5-minute, it's just conflicting. This would have been a nice potential, but like I said, 4 hour we were conflicting. We haven't really had a clean break above yet, and I'm gonna leave this one alone today. So yeah, pretty much. I could take a look at silver, and maybe we have something, maybe we don't. Silver on the 4 hour, nah, I don't like it. It's not ideal. It's not good. I tried, y'all. I tried to find something, but sometimes that happens. Like it does happen. And then I don't want to touch the exotics. Spreads are just too high for me. I don't like trading pairs with super high spreads. And yeah, that's it. Very, very poor conditions in the markets this week across the board. I broke everything I can down in within 30 minutes. Now I'm going to go and show y'all what I do to update this on my website. So if you get to my website, one of my things I do is I update my day trading on the regular. Pretty much every day I trade, I pretty much have my screenshots with my notes. So I do a daily breakdown, and y'all can see I have a new layout. So zoom out for a minute. And yeah, y'all can see this is so far in October. A lot of flat days, a lot of low movement days. So I haven't really gotten much opportunity to find like great, days. As you can see, I have like 0R. What is this day? 5R. That was the best day in the past like week and a half, 2 weeks. 0R. Last week was pretty dead. I did capture some trades, but for the most part, I had break-even sessions, 0R, 1.8R, 2R. That was a losing day. I think that was one of my only losing days of the month. I had 2 losing days this month, 3 losing days this month. It's the 23rd right now. But yeah, and then a lot of a few break-even days and a lot of low gainers. But that was my month so far. June, July, August, September. Yeah, I can see the archives. I've had better months. August was actually one of my better moving months, just because we had more better movement. Past couple months it's been very slow, but I managed to capture some profit still. Each day I try to, within a hour to 2 hour time frame that I day trade, I still find an opportunity. This is why I like day trading, because even when there's nothing in the markets for swings, I can always potentially find trades when I day trade. I scalp the 1 minute chart and I do this on a daily. You can also find my weekly technical breakdowns on this website. I have every week broken down and archived. So those of you that want to just have a neater view of everything, I have my live day trading scalping videos. This one was recent, last Thursday. You can actually see me day trade live in real time in front of you. If you have time, you can skip the video, you can skip around, jump around from here to there to see how I kind of glimpse how I trade. But yeah, I do this all the time. And yeah, I want to get into my blogs. I'm currently writing a blog right now. I should be published by the end of today. But this was my most recent one. It was September 30th. So I haven't posted one in a while. But yeah, I just do my weekly updates. So yeah, very transparent. You can see everything that I do. But I wanted to take a look at this specific post I haven't done in a while because it's been pretty flat markets and I didn't need to update it. But swing trading, Forex, stock market outlook. I'll make another one this week. But yeah, this is what I normally do. I'll explain I'm currently in cash, explain the trade of the week if there was one, and you see I haven't updated this in the past 5 weeks because conditions just continue to be poor. And I'm just like, okay, unless something is great, I don't really need to update. I just have my videos and that's enough proof. But I would update this and I would tell y'all exactly what I expect, but it's continued poor conditions, so I don't want to mess around with that. And lastly, if you're interested in my private mentoring and you want to get taught by me personally on some one-on-one sessions, I can do a 6-month plan for you. We will meet for 1 hour a day for, I'm not 1 hour a week for 6 months, and we will go over trading. I will help you find your rough edges. If you are interested in swing trading, scalping, day trading, whatever it be, I can help guide you and help you become the greatest version of a trader you can be. And that's my goal. As y'all can see, this is the price right here. It's not the cheapest purchase in the world, but it's worth it as far as value goes because it's going to go a long way. The skills you learn in trading and the stuff that I teach you in this mentorship is lifelong. It's going to last you a lifetime. And trust me, if you're struggling in the markets and you are gambling away your funds, why not take 5K out of it and invest it in my services? Now, I also do payment plans, and that is just something I do on the side. Lastly, I do have a ebook. If you all are interested, you could download my ebook, but pretty much I have this right here, just a moment. Yeah, so I have like a little ebook, and I created this years ago, but those of you that want to learn more, you can check that out. Just download it. It's free of charge. And I have other tools on my website as well. But yeah, if you want to see some places I've traveled, I have a lot of places that I've been. This hasn't been updated in years, so of course I need to update my recent travels. But yeah, I do go around and do things and enjoy my life along with trading. Day trading is something I've been doing for over 12 years now. So travel the world, live my life, and I love what I do and I do what I love. But that's all, y'all. Y'all have a safe week out there. Be careful with the markets this week. It's very choppy. A lot of stuff happening around the world, and yeah, you don't want to get caught up in that. So that's about it. Y'all have a great day, and I am going to get ready for my day trading session. Peace.